Okay, this is a older Pryamid Plastics fiberglass hugger fender, and I just ordered some parts from Pryamid Plastic. Pryamid Plastic is the people who make these, and I ordered a bracket set for my year model, which is 2015. Now, the two nuts, which are the links right here. This is an 8mm. Let me look. Yeah, 8mm, and that's a 14mm right there. Now on both sides, they're going to come off right there. And I got to figure out what the bracket on the downside on this side be the right side when you're sitting on it. There's this bracket you see right here that sticks down. I'm going to have to find out what it hooks up to. Now on this one, I made some aluminum inside things instead of using their stainless steel washers. I thought this would distribute the load better, keep it from cracking and breaking. You can see these brackets, one goes this way and that one goes that way, which helps stabilize it, and there's this stabilizer right here. So this one I had wrapped with a forged carbon fiber green, and this is at door jamb. What do you call that? Protects your door when you open the door and keep from slamming and stuff. I put that around the edge because I don't want this peeling up, and it looks pretty cool. So again, I don't know if I remember I showed y'all or not. This fender is going to fit like this. In that section right there, there's a notch. That notch is going to go in right by the swing arm, and so a lot of that's going to be covered, but this will all be out in the open. This is up high enough to where you can take that tire out in that direction, so it's easier to take tire changes. Now I did use 1/4-20 stainless steel and lock nuts on this. I should have told you guys about that. And these have the proper spacing and everything. I probably should take some measurements on these. I was trying to make some aluminum ones, and of course I made the wrong distance to here, and I had the wrong offset right here. These are made by the British guys over in Britain, and they got them to me pretty quick, and I appreciate them. It took a while to get the right ones, but I believe all these for the Concours, these fenders, are pretty much the same. Now the ones they sell now have this ridge that goes down the backbone, and it has a flare right here, but it's the same original design. I mean, as far as, you know, everything else. This come off a wrecked bike, and so I'm going to put it on my bike now. So let me see if I could slide it up in there. Okay, let me show you where we're at right now. This bracket slid up into that link. That's a link right there where my finger is. And this bracket right here where my finger is going to be, you see this bolt right here? That's going to have to come out and get a longer bolt to go through that. That's what's going to hold that bracket down. Now that's on the right side where you're sitting on the bike. Let's go over, have a look at this side. Much cleaner, nicer, has proper spacing. Okay, let me get up in there. Can you guys see? That's where the nut's going to be. And let me look. Get up into here. You see there's nice clearance, and there's that notch I was telling you guys about. So this is going to fit in there like that. Let me see about taking that other bolt off on that holds the brake line on the right side when you're sitting. Be right up. That one. Let me see about taking that off and seeing what we can't do. Don't look too bad so far. I'm going to have to get a video of the measurements because I tried to make some brackets and they didn't turn out so nice. But one thing, I have rode in the rain with this, and this bike, because of the large tire, just throws water and debris, first of all up into the bike and then all over the back of your legs. Now when you have the saddlebags on, it's not near as bad, but still, you know, there's a cool factor to it also. So let me get busy and see what I can't do. Okay, I should have done this first and got my instructions out. But you see what it says up there, 073870 Kawasaki GTR 1400 Hugger. Okay, and there's the instructions. You know, you could stop the page and take a screenshot and then print that out, and it shows black and white pictures. Here's the triangulation that I was talking about. That is a 10 millimeter right there where the brake line comes down. Goes through 10 millimeter on both sides. And then that shows you on the drive shaft side. Now I've bolted everything up, but there is a problem. See how close that fender is right there? See how wide it is right there? I'm going to take this pry bar and see if I can push that booger over. Now, on the bolt up there, I put Loctite. And no, there it is. It's right over there. You get, the kind I use is a gel. And it's used, sold at nut and bolt places. So, let me see if I can't push this over and get me more clearance right there. Okay, here's the package, and I don't know if that's a part number for the hardware. But if you guys find these in a junkyard, they always throw all the hardware away. You know, I've looked at these for a long time on eBay. I got a real good price on this one. I can't argue with that. But they throw all the parts away for it. So, and the Pryamid people come through for me. I got to give it to them. So, honestly, trying to replicate them yourself will be very hard because of that cross-diagonal brace. So, do yourself a favor and just buy from Pryamid. Let me see if I can't fix this thing. Okay, I've been prying on it with the pry bar. I stuck it in the underneath that and pushed against that bracket to push it out. It's still, I mean, I got over a 1/4 inch. It's a little bit better. It's not as much as this one, but see, the tire's not rubbing. If you hear any noise, that's the balance beads inside there. So, tire goes like that. Okay. See, it's not rubbing. So, I'm going to call it good, and I got to do some testing now. Another quick tip is on the end, right where my finger is, at the end of your threads. Slap a little bit of thread lock on that end. You see that one right there too. Slap it on the end. It helps them nuts from coming off. Do it on your Concours because every nut and bolt wants to vibrate free of this thing. So anyhow, had a productive day. I got my hugger on. So y'all have a good one. We'll catch you on the next video.